Yeah, got you.
All right. All right, man, we done been on hiatus.
I don't even know you guys anymore.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, man.
Who are you? What's your name, man?
Hey, y'all, we are the cool ass nerdy dudes. We are back for episode 11. And yeah, we've been on vacation. Homeboy done got a tan, and
Yes.
we done
Feeling good?
Done been to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You been to the Bahamas?
Yeah.
I've been to the Bahamas.
We drove.
We drove, yeah. I tried to drive there. I didn't make it, but I was gonna meet him over there.
Kel was supposed to meet me over there.
By the time I got
You
there,
drove? No gas money.
You used Google Maps and it didn't work out. Let me tell you. So let me tell you what's real funny,
I was
man.
like, damn.
So I'm on.
Steve.
So I'm on the.
Did y'all go this way?
So I'm literally on the cruise ship, right? And I'm on the cruise ship, and you can see Miami. We parked off the coast of Miami, right?
Okay.
And I'm sitting up here like, so I'm like Googling, trying to figure out how far we are from Miami. Because you can see it in the distance, but I'm trying to see how far we are actually from it. So I'm like Googling, how do you get to Miami? And it answers me, could not calculate a route. I'm like, I know that. I'm just trying to get the distance. I'm not trying to. Like, God dang, man, as smart as these things are sometimes.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Speaking of Miami, it's about hot as Miami in this moment. You got the heat on the air.
The air is on, man, but it's been off all day, so it's
Your whole vacation, huh? 'Cause,
so
brother,
it's golly.
I'm glistening in this man.
Hey, man.
So what y'all guys do on your vacation, man? Y'all got some good stories y'all want to tell? Something
Oh man,
that
it's
the
about
folks
like
know
the
about
studio,
real
man.
quick?
What happens in Bahamas?
I can tell you, I did something. I can check something off my bucket list that I did, man. For the last 20 years, man, I've been wanting to swim with dolphins.
Okay.
So I got a chance to, I had a dolphin encounter, man. Got a chance to go to the Blue Lagoon Island and swam with some dolphins, man.
Cool.
Nice.
The whole family and everything. The only thing that wasn't cool about it, man, this dolphin kissed my wife 3 times. I kind of felt a certain kind of, and then looked back
Did
at
she
me.
like it?
No.
Okay.
But it looked back at me and laughed like 3 times. It was like, and then it looked back at me. I was like, do something. And dolphins is pretty big and strong. It's like, it's not like I can do something to it in this environment. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm at a disadvantage.
Right.
So it's like,
You at my house.
They say real men swim with sharks, man.
let me know how that works out for you.
No doubt.
Hey,
They had a
man.
movie about it.
Let me know how that
3
works out for you,
survived.
man. We start with dolphins, man.
I did swim with a stingray, not purposely.
Yeah, they will kill you.
And I pulled a muscle getting away from
They
it.
will
man.
kill you.
Everybody was out there. Somebody yelled, "Stingray!" And we looking around because you're like, okay, everybody's, tells you to relax, chill. That bad boy swam by me. I was like, okay. No, I'm not chilling. I tried to get out the water.
Yeah, they will kill
I'm
you,
trying
man.
to climb on the water.
Yeah.
You got
pull the muscle.
you got the wrong name.
What's that? Wait,
Yeah, it's like Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
That's how he went.
yeah.
That's how
And
he
we
went.
talked about that.
Straight to the heart.
You got
We
the,
talked, me and
you
some
got-
of the people that were swimming in the beach. We were talking about that.
You got the wrong name to be swimming. with.
Yeah. They say he grabbed it from the back and they shoot out something about their tail. Is
Yeah.
what shot.
Yeah, man.
What got him. But that's what you don't do is grab it. They didn't have to worry about it. I wasn't grabbing it at all. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't about to grab it. My daughter was out there. I'm like, you're on your own. I'm not grabbing it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it got you. I'm not grabbing this stingray. She was scared. I'm getting out. But she was way out at first. And my dad had told her, don't go way out there because of sharks. My daughter was so far out. I was like, yo, should I say something? But I was actually impressed because I'm like, all right. Each year she took swim lessons and she's comfortable. But I didn't know she was like that comfortable. She was out there. She was out further than I probably shouldn't say this because her mother watches this and be like, you let her go out there? But it was, they got, the balls and the ropes where you can't go beyond this, but still. But anyway. That was one. incident, and then the other incident, I was approached by a prostitute at a little. I was downtown, a little tiki bar.
Yeah.
She looked. You remember Robin Harris?
You said tiki. You did say
bar.
tiki. You didn't say. Okay, I just said.
Not tiki bar. Not tiki bar. It's called the Tiki Bar.
Okay.
It's downtown. It's a
Yeah.
little roughneck area,
Yeah.
you know, hole in the wall,
Yeah.
but it's set up real cool. Set up, it's a bar, and the floor is sand, and they have couches
Yeah.
or tables, and you're looking out over the ocean. You can actually come during the day and rent cabanas,
Yeah.
and they'll bring you your food, your drinks. But at nighttime, it looks like the hood.
Right.
That's when I missed my flight. So.
On your way back? You wish this flight?
Well, I didn't miss the flight. What happened was my flight got canceled because it was going to fly through Miami.
Okay.
My people went Delta. I went American.
Okay.
And it had to go through Miami, and the weather was horrible.
I got you.
So I was approached by a prostitute. She looked like Robin Harris. You remember Baby Ace Kids? She was
would look
like,
like
yo.
Robin
She was like, psst. I looked. I'm like, okay, no, I'm good. She was like, psst. I said, I'm good. So I turned and walked away. She was like, so she started walking away. She said, you sissy ass faggot, you don't want none of this. You know you want some of this. I was like, oh my God. A little upset, are we?
Wow.
But yeah,
They get offensive, huh?
what? Because over there, it's a bigger girl. And they so over there, the brothers over there like big girls. They like big girls. So you don't see a lot of small women in the Bahamas, not in Nassau. You do not see a lot of small women except for the tourists. But
yeah. Bahamas is a little different.
it is. It's not what I expected as far as the look of the women.
It's not
Like Jamaica, you expect, all right, and it's that. Puerto Rico, Dominica, but no, Bahamas, it's a great place, fun as hell, but they're you don't go there to look for, you know what I'm saying?
Word up.
Yeah, you're not going to see that. Unless you like, thicker sisters. And
No doubt.
thicker.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thick.
it's all good, man. It's all good. We also had the jazz festival since we've been gone, man. We also had the jazz festival since we've been gone.
Me and you.
Yeah.
We
Jazz festival
picked
was
up,
nice.
we had
Jazz
a
festival
ball.
was nice. It was nice.
We tell you, we picked up some people that liked and subscribed while we were talking. Me and Kev were walking with some people. We just like, who y'all walking with? Tripping. We the cool ass nerdy dudes. We're like, yeah, who's that? We got a podcast.
Nice.
Some girls got excited with Kev. Like, oh, you for real? They pulled it up. This y'all for real? Take a picture with y'all.
Cool ass nerdy dudes taking over.
Yeah, man. Taking over Piedmont Park. I think we got 2 more subscribers. 1,000 people. We got 2 more
I
subscribers.
knew we should have got your truck wrapped, man, with that cool ass nerdy dude rap, man. That's what we needed to do, man.
We got to work on it.
That's with John, man. CeeLo/John.
Right.
We really got some. You know what I mean?
And I swear they say that every time, man. People watch the show and they be like,
Man,
man, is
and,
that
and,
CeeLo?
and see, the thing is, man, I look and see, I don't look like that.
Yes, you do.
I actually,
Now that they say it.
I don't, man.
You
I
don't when you had hair? Remember when you saw your picture with hair? You don't.
Actually, just the
What I
only
had-
thing I look
Like
like.
Keith Sweat when you got
we,
hair.
we are bald and we have goatees. That's the only thing that
That's all you
Pretty
need.
much does it.
All you need.
Got a round face.
That's all you need.
we don't look alike, man. Other than the fact that we are bald.
Sing
and
I
have
Hate
goatees.
You, man. Sing it right now. So let me see.
Do you know CeeLo?
CeeLo. You don't let him. You're going to fool you again.
Do
Well,
you
You
know
know
CeeLo?
CeeLo.
I know him personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
And
probably
so when y'all been together, nobody ever said, man,
Nah,
no?
because if you we stand right next to each other, we do not look alike.
Okay, maybe it's TV then.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
It's all good though. Anyway, what's happening, folks? Well, we came in here to discuss some things. Well, I guess we threw a vacation. We good.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Jazz
I haven't
Festival's
been on
on you.
vacation.
Who turned it out? Jazz Festival.
Oh.
I'd say Marsha Ambrose.
Marsha Ambrosia.
And the girl.
Yeah, the first girl.
Not Chrissy. Something Strings.
Something Strings.
Something to the effect of Chrissy Strings or something Strings. But she was nice. She
Yeah.
played bass.
Yeah.
All. Alicia String, not something Strings, but she was her and she turned it out.
She was nice. She was nice.
And yeah.
It really is hot as 4 fat women in the Miata in here.
We might need to stop talking. Everybody stop breathing for like 5 minutes.
Pretty good.
Because it's you good? And he got on a hat too.
Yeah, Lee.
It was bright and hot in this month. I feel like I'm back on the beach. I wanted to be back on the beach, and
Yeah,
it
man.
definitely give me that effect.
And make sure this fireplace ain't actually warm.
Which is real today. Anissa strings.
Anissa strings. That's what it was.
She rocked it.
Yeah, man. I usually make the jazz festival, but I missed it this year, man.
I love it.
The headliner wasn't that. No. What was his name?
And he kicks it with your boy Robert Glasper. And he was horrible.
The bass player, right? He was a bass player.
Yeah. And we waited like, yo, he's the headline.
Who is this?
And I was thinking, I'm like, he kicks it with Robert Glasper, so I know he's gonna be nice. And he was not nice. Man.
Yeah,
it was like we were bored to
Yeah,
death.
it was boring.
We started packing up. Usually Kev and I, we kick it there. We stay and kick it with the people. That thunder, dang.
Yeah, man.
Thunder and lightning, man.
We stay and kick it with, because his name was Derek Hodge. He was horrible.
Oh, man.
It's not that he played bad. His show was just boring as hell.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Boring.
Sorry, Derek.
My bad, too. Yeah, if you take the show out, man,
Hey,
you're
man.
a talented guy.
But your show was...
Who was boring as hell. We were in that bitch like
You like the jazz Mr. Chime Time right now. Golly.
yeah, he was garbage.
Oh, man.
I don't even know who that is.
You never saw Mr. Chime Time?
No.
I had to shut him down. He's a food critic, a black food critic. He travels all over, and he's never satisfied with food.
Really?
Never. And when he went to, in fact, I was following him until he went to one place, and I was like, nah. I forgot what the place was, but at that point, I stopped following him. What was it?
You know what I figured out about him?
What's up?
I think his taste buds are shot. No, I'm serious.
be it. That's a
no,
good
no,
point.
I think because everything that he likes, he always says, "Oh, there ain't no seasoning in this." I think
And then gives it an 8.
but no, I think I think he needs stuff to be too salty.
Is that what it is?
I think stuff needs to be too salty. I think his taste buds are shot because stuff that I've actually liked, he said has no flavor, and I think
That's when I say I stopped following. I agree with you because I was
I think he's gotten to the point where, his stuff is overseasoned. He needs stuff to be overseasoned.
Gotcha.
Is he one of these YouTube guys?
Yeah.
That sits in his car?
Yes.
Because I seen another guy
That's
that does that. There's
Got
another
the effed
younger
up,
guy.
the Fresh Prince
Okay,
box.
this is another one then. I haven't seen
I mean,
him.
his hair is never done.
Okay.
And he is never satisfied. But the funny thing about it, he'll turn around and say, "Oh, this is garbage. I'll give it an 8." Like, man, didn't you? Okay. But he hit a place that I liked. And after that, I was like, okay, that's it. He's just doing this for entertainment. Because this is not, no, he can't not like that place. And everybody has their own taste. But this place he hit, I'm like, no. You're putting it in the same category as everything else, and it's definitely not that. So no, I stopped following because it gets old too. I mean, if we talked about the same thing every night, people would be like, "Come on, y'all, this is boring as hell." They might be saying that now. You know what I'm saying, watching us now. Like, yeah.
Some of those guys can make and break a restaurant. They can make or break a
Your
restaurant.
boy does good, Lee.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
Keith Lee.
That's the one
He's
I'm thinking
cool.
about.
He's cool.
Yeah.
And he'll even give him money and
Yeah, he gets some clout with his.
he'll be like his.
Oh, Chime Time leaves money too.
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Chime Time gave he's given out as much as like $5,000-$10,000 to people who've actually restaurants and food trucks, to people who've actually like gone above and beyond. Like he's really like put his money where his mouth is on people who've actually impressed him.
Okay, this must be recent because, like I said, I shut him down after.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was one restaurant. I was like, nah, dog, you can't talk about them. He's even done Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's spent 24 hours
At a
set up a
Buc-ee's.
tent.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm going to do their breakfast, I'm going to do their lunch, I'm going to do dinner, and gave them mad credit, which was cool. For a glorified gas station, Buc-ee's food is good. But Buc-ee's is an experience.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's not just you go in there and like, oh, okay. Buc-ee's is an experience.
Yeah. That's what I said. When you got to go to Buc-ee's, man. You got to go to Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Brisket,
Yeah.
man.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did you go?
I went.
Have you tried it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I like Buc-ee's.
If they sold beer.
Yeah. They don't sell beer?
No. Well, I don't think they do, but I mean, you can't really sit. I mean, sit down type. You sit down and can have a brisket.
Hey
and a
man,
beer.
that brisket sandwich, man, that chopped brisket sandwich is something else.
Bruh.
It's something else.
Making me
I don't know what it is. Like, we're going to take a road trip to Buc-ee's, man.
Let's go now. Let's go after the show and set up.
Yeah, just bring some food in here, man. Let's do some tasting, man.
Yeah,
Our own
let's do-
little tasting.
yeah, let's do that one
what I
day.
mean?
Just go.
Let's do that. Everybody just hit a spot and let's give an honest. One night we do that. We go. Everybody just go grab something, and we give them props or nots. Props or nots.
That works. We'll do it one day.
Okay.
All right, man.
I'm
So,
about to fall asleep.
no.
I'm like,
That's
yeah.
that what vacation do.
Word.
Take you
Hey,
about a week or
man.
two to get back in the
So, y'all
Can't
want
rock the topic, man.
so y'all want to talk about colored fatigue.
That's a way to put it. That's a way to put it. That's a way to put it.
Black fatigue.
Black fatigue,
Negro
man.
fatigue.
Black fatigue.
It's the thing out
Chris
there.
Rock said, you got black people, then you got niggas.
They got niggas.
So, all right. So, what is black fatigue, man?
Break that H down, kid.
Well,
It's like
You gonna break them up?
originally. so
camouflage clothes for black people.
that
black
can be that
fatigues?
too. It can be that too. It can be anything you want to. You can shape it. It's like Play-Doh and clay. You shape it and mold it with anything you want it to be. It's an identity. Whatever you want that identity to be.
But at the end of the day, it's like this. It's like, I'm so tired of this bullshit. I am fatigued.
I mean, is it?
Because I'm tired of the bullshit. Go ahead, kid.
I mean, we all experienced it. We all experienced
we
but,
experience it every day.
but, you know, the reason it popped back up, you know, it was, black fatigue was something that black folks said we were fatigued of being black in America and dealing with racial injustice and this and supremacy. That's the original black fatigue. Black saying we were fatigued. But then recently, you know, if you're out there on them internet streets, which
We
I am,
flipped it.
yeah, it comes
been
across your
flipped.
timeline. So there was this white lady who sort of, you know, started a little storm with her version of black fatigue, meaning a little TikTok video, meaning she was fatigued of the behavior that's being exhibited by some black folks. She called it black fatigue, but she was mentioning the behavior, the twerking, the stealing, the this, the that you see all the time these days because everybody has a phone now, so everything get caught on video. But it set off a little firestorm, and it set off a lot of different reactions from different people. Some people were saying, well, how dare this white lady, you know, take
Like
our
we do.
thing.
We do.
Right, take our thing and then flip it to mean something else. But then you had some other folks, some black folks who chimed in. Some had that same mentality about it, but then someone was like, yeah, we
She
know.
was right.
We know. Trust me, we know. We
Right.
deal with black fatigue all the time. And so that's where it stems from. And I don't
new
think
version.
it's yeah, that's the new version, which is nothing new. We've all complained about it. Even we've talked about our black fatigue in certain ways
Oh.
around. You good, bro?
Oh, man.
Back, man. That back can get you. Boy. And
There you go.
Won't you,
get some lumbar support up in this one.
won't you walking up out of here no more?
He will walk out. He'll walk out of his own show. What we gonna do now?
You know what I mean? But yeah, we've all expressed it.
What we gonna do, Kev? He done walked out. Because we got to
I
carry
guess
the
he
show.
got some black fatigue with us.
Right,
But
right.
I'm tired of y'all black asses.
That's right, John.
Y'all
You-
black, conservative,
Prime
independent,
example.
liberal asses. I'm tired of y'all niggas. I've been to the Bahamas and I got to come back in this.
Talk
Hey,
about
man.
my people. But
These jokers elbows scroll.
I mean, I'm letting y'all talk right now, man. Black fatigue. Go ahead.
Yeah, but so again, it's always been out there. I remember
Quote the white ladies. Go on. Keep
Chris Rock had a stand up. Chris Rock had a stand up. I think it was back in the 90s. I forget which one it was. But he had a little bit in his stand up where he said, you know, something to the effect of black folks hate ninjas just as much as white folks hate ninjas. You can't have nothing. They steal your TV. They get your place shut down. He's like, niggas got to go. Right? That was black fatigue. And everybody laughed at Chris Rock when he said
Yes,
that.
he said there's black folks
And
there's
and there's ninjas.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody laughed.
Right.
And Chris Rock, he got no pushback, he got no blowback because we all know that it's the truth. He said the quiet part out loud, right?
Right.
But he can say it as a comedian in that space. He can say that, and he'll get laughs, he'll get applause and acclaim for his stand-up. But it's how you say it and it's where you say it.
Also, but you got to also understand, man, comedians have, and this is something that we got to get back to. Comedians have a license that other people don't have.
They don't have to be politically correct.
Correct.
But none of us should have to be.
But only in their comedic capacity, though. You can't be serious and say that same thing. You can do it on stage. Because there's another comedian who did the same thing, and he got lambasted. Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
He got lambasted.
Yeah. When he talked about brothers sagging.
Brother sagging, kids, they called it a cornbread speech or something where he was the kid.
They did. They did.
Yeah.
They did. And it bothered the heck out of me that they lambasted him for it, man. Because
how dare he?
Right.
I mean, why not?
But it's the same thing. He just did it. He's a comedian as well, right? He did it in a serious tone, where Chris Rock did it in a comedic tone on a stage in front of his people. Wow. Bill Cosby did it in public, and that's a no-no. And what he didn't do, he didn't blame the right people for it.
So the reason why Bill Cosby got pushed back. I mean, here's one of the reasons why Bill Cosby did get pushed back. I agree and I disagree.
Right.
It's the context. The fact that Bill Cosby got pushed back is because he didn't say it in front of, and he did not address the audience that it was intended to. He said it in front of a group of conservative white people.
Yeah, I think this was an NAACP event. That cornbread, they called it the cornbread speech because he used some type of story with it.
Well, the first time, that was not the first time he said it.
Okay.
The first time he said it, he was in
Right.
he was in a group of people who, it was basically a group of people who he was preaching to the choir and not the people who needed to hear it in the first place. And it was the amen corner. He was in the amen corner. And it was like, okay, so you preaching to folks, you know, you're unk or whatever, and you're not talking to the people who need to hear it in the first place. So it's like you're what do they call it? You're the old man shouting to the clouds.
But when the people that needed to hear it heard it, that's the ones who came at him. That's the ones who started. The one comedian started the cancellation of it.
Yeah, but what but I think it would have gone over better had he actually just come to the people and talked to them.
You think so?
I think
at that time, Bill not being who he was from '86 to '95, because this was after that, wasn't it?
I think he would. I think he would have gone over with. Street cred would have gone better, because it would have been a head-on attack instead of sideways.
And I wonder, and I say the same thing. I think with Kev that it kind of depends on the person that says it too. I think Richard Pryor could get away with it, because Richard Pryor was kind of rough, rugged, and raw. Where Bill Cosby was kind of that straight lace. Even though I love Bill Cosby, I think he is arguably one of the greatest entertainers ever, and what he has brought to us. I can appreciate that, and not to say that's not his lane, because I think anybody can speak on anything.
Yeah.
Anybody can speak on anything. If you see something you don't like, it's nothing's off limits.
Amen.
You see sagging, you hear the music. We often speak of it. We hate the music that we're hearing now. The majority of the hip hop of today. I don't even want to really call it hip hop. I don't want to call it music. That bullshit that they're playing on radio today. We should be able to speak on that, because we need to make points about it. We need to make points about this. We need to start making people aware of it. But are we preaching to the choir? Because you think about it, us three, we pretty much agree on a whole lot. We agree on everything. We're not supposed to. That's good. I love how we don't, and we still can carry a conversation about it. With that being said, we can speak on it, and a good majority, I think usually what we get is 50-50. I think I do. When the people that I know that watch the show, it's usually either here or here. It's either they are truly, you can't say nothing about our people, I don't give a damn. And then you got some over here that's like, you know what you just said was the absolute truth. Yeah. I don't give a darn. I'm tired of we're going back to black fatigue. I'm tired of us fighting in Waffle House. I'm tired of us fighting in traffic, twerking in traffic, going everywhere, ruining people's vacation, because it's like, oh, Miami ain't got shit on me. You know, like Miami ain't never heard 8 girls come to, you know, Miami can handle whoever. I don't give a darn. Miami is set up for whoever. We go down there and ruin us 3 out there. We having a good time. We like the view of anything, even the twerkers, but I don't want to see that all the time. Give me something else. It's old. It's played. It's like, you know, and it's just, and it's embarrassing now. It's to a point where it's embarrassing. And we are, you know, we keep saying it. It's like a broken record. It seems like we're going backwards as a race.
Because we allow it to bubble up to the top. We allow that type of behavior to bubble up to the top instead of staying down where it's supposed to be and actually pushing back against it. We actually, we take it and we like own it.
Normalize it.
Normalize it.
Yep.
And it becomes a part of pop culture now. Every time you turn around now, you hear baby mama, baby daddy.
And it's cool.
It's like,
And you can't talk about it.
So the other day,
You can't talk about it.
Ron Clark Academy, and I'm talking about Ron Clark Academy, they had their graduation. Guess who was there? Who was at their graduation? One of their speakers.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Glorilla.
Bingo.
Oh, my God.
Ding, 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 ding,
Fuck
ding.
on.
Huh?
Glorilla.
Bingo.
Now what academy?
Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, we did.
Ron Clark.
But John was cool with it.
No, I wasn't.
That night.
I was cool.
Remember, Kev and I, you like, Kev and I was like, we need to demonize, and you were torn.
No.
Yeah,
I said I was.
I'm messing with you, but yeah.
No, I said I was torn
you
about
kind of
it.
came around.
No, I said I was torn about it. The issue. So
The
Kev,
side of
so
it.
so Kev's point was, if you can't play the lyrics, you shouldn't play the music, or you shouldn't celebrate.
Or put that person up as a role
model. As a role model.
Yeah.
Now, where I'm torn on it, that doesn't mean that you should not honor the person's success as a artist. Like the art, you know, an artist is an artist, whether you agree with their artistry or not.
To a point.
Art is art.
Art is art.
Art is art, whether you agree
can't
with the
celebrate
artist or not.
Destructive art when it's just
Whether-
when it
no,
is when,
no,
it,
no.
when it is proven to be destructive. There's no question about it.
Hear my point.
Go ahead.
Hear my point. That doesn't mean that doesn't make it appropriate for the school.
True.
I'm not saying that it should be celebrated as in like when I say celebrated, I'm using the word celebrated in the word as far as like artistic. I'm not saying celebrated
There's a place to
as in lauded
BET.
for the
Right.
as in lauded in the classroom.
I got you. Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
And that's the problem I had with
Yeah.
it.
No, but I'm saying acknowledge that the fact that this is a successful artist. You can acknowledge the fact that this is a successful artist without saying that, you know, this person should be the motivational speaker for our classroom.
Yeah, your classroom. Yeah.
There's a way you can do both.
Yeah.
But I my pushback to that, John, is yes, you being a true artist and Kev being a true artist. Art to me, true art to me, be it a painting, be it music, be it any abstract, to me should be organic. Art should be organic. That's what makes art to me. And that is not art because it's not organic. It is, I'm following the trend, which is setting us back. Now, that's a whole nother story. It's setting us back.
So-
But I'm following a trend because that's what's hot. That's not organic at all. It's like, well, everybody else out here, we can't talk no more because all we know how to do is rap about pussy, dick, and bitches and hoes. So I'm following that because I'm trying to make money. And I can't read. I can't do nothing else. And I don't want to go work at Waffle House because I don't make no money. So I'm going to do this. It's not organic and it's not art. That is not art, man. That's just following a trend.
So here again,
That's not art.
I don't like it.
That's fine, but it's not art.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's cool. I think it's garbage.
It is. It's not art.
That's my opinion. That's your opinion.
So you don't feel art should be organic? Or you just still feel that art is art regardless, be it organic or be it you're following a trend? Because, I mean, if we look at the greatest paintings of all time, people aren't sit up here and say, well, that painting made $1 million. I'm going to paint the same thing. And keep on painting the same thing. Usually artists, that especially painters, let's just say, That painting's worth $1 million. Here's another whole different painting that's worth $1 million, and on and on and on, because it's different. It's not the same thing. You can't paint Mona Lisa again and expect to make money. If I go paint her right now, am I gonna make the same amount of money that it's worth? Hell no. That's all they're doing.
Art falls into 2 categories.
What?
Good and bad.
Okay.
It's relative though.
It is, but still.
I guess we should say then it's organic and trendy.
It's good and bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad.
I mean, but that does,
I think it's worse than bad.
But that doesn't.
It is.
But that still doesn't make it not art.
I get you. I feel you.
It doesn't make it not art.
I feel you. But it's so destructive.
And that doesn't destructive doesn't make it not art.
I get you. And you listen. You can call it what you want. Like they say, a lipstick on a pig is still a pig.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
You can talk. We can talk about this bullshit that Andre 3000 just created.
Again.
Now it might take you in another direction. You might think about your life. You be looking back over your life and be like, it might take you somewhere else.
I mean, just.
But what did Glorilla say, man? I'm curious.
Yeah.
I don't know what she said. I mean, I just know that she was.
And they invited her.
They had her at Ron Clark, which is this supposedly, great school that's doing all these wonderful things, which is
right.
And then you got fucking Glorilla coming up there to do pandering to this. Come on, man, y'all got to do.
Kamala bringing in Megan the Stallion. That's just what we do now. We're
so
up
bad.
here. We're here. But we always got to do something to bring us back here, to remind us.
Which is some garbage,
always
man.
something there to remind me.
There's so much more and so many great people to celebrate. We always reach at the bottom of the barrel. But like
For us.
Who's hot?
For us.
Who's on the radio? Who's got the most followers? Who's popping right now? And we just, whoever's doing that, we'll put them up there. Which is why that same Glorilla was invited to the White House. I'm like, what? Just to take a photo op with Glorilla, because I can guarantee you, Joe Biden nor Kamala Harris knew the hell who she was.
Right.
Especially Joe Biden. You know damn well Joe Biden didn't know.
Yeah, I don't think
But
he knows who.
they just needed her there to take pictures because what? She's popping in the black community. She's got a lot of followers, and we just want some votes. Let's just take a picture with this girl. We don't know who the hell she is. Yeah. That's what
She'll bring in the ones we know.
And I think we need to elevate our level, man. I don't care. We got to stop saying, no, we can't be that easy.
Right.
We can't be that easy, man.
Hey, man.
And we are.
That's some black fatigue I have.
We are.
How we are so easy. And we just, and we're so easily bought and paid for with the worst among us, man.
All right, so the black fatigue I'm tired of?
What?
How we just, some white boy will do one thing real cool, and then automatically we say, oh, man, because he's cool, he did that one thing cool, we're going to invite him to the barbecue.
So you got a problem with Eminem coming to the barbecue?
No.
Because Eminem is the truth.
Eminem can come to the barbecue. He did more than one thing cool.
Okay.
Eminem did more than one thing cool. I'm talking about,
Joe Biden.
Hey man,
Is that who we talking about? I mean, come on.
I'm not
dude.
talking about.
I'm with you on that. Okay, I'll agree.
No, I'm gonna give you an example, man. So, I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and there was this thing on this dude was singing karaoke on Carnival Cruise Lines, and this white boy, and he got up there. He said, and the caption said, "This is how you win over a black crowd." He started singing some '90s R&B, white boy, and then next thing you know, all the aunties got up there and started singing, yeah. And then hearing the comments, oh yeah, he's gonna be invited to the barbecue, and I'm sitting up here like, that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
But the thing is,
That's all
you mad at him for doing something decent at least.
No.
But we're cool with Glorilla.
But I'm saying, no, I'm not cool. But I'm saying, but that's all it takes is for him to get invited to the barbecue.
I'm a big fan of Cody Matlock, and I'd much rather Cody Matlock come to the barbecue and sing and kick it than Glorilla, Megan, any mumble rapper, Lil Yachty, any of them. Come on, dude.
Man, that's all it.
So you mad at white? Here we go. We're gonna take it back to being mad at white folks for what?
Man,
When we need to start handling us.
Man, well, that man, you
We
can't.
need to start handling us, dude. We always revert back to that. But what about what they do? Come on, dude.
I'm tired of this culture vultures, man.
Whatever. I'm tired of us ruining our culture.
Man,
I'm tired of us ruining our culture.
I'm tired of these culture vultures.
Well,
man.
I'd rather have them come in and be a culture vulture than us
infiltrators.
continuously pushing what they're pushing on our alleged culture. That we call everything culture now. Let's do it for the culture. It could be the biggest bunch of bullshit in the world. It's for the culture. What is our culture?
Because the minute what happens is then when you have that happen. Give you an example. So let's talk about the these like protests and stuff that's going on. Not necessarily the ones that are going on right now. But, we talked about the whole Cop City thing, which we're going to have that episode air soon.
The lost episode.
But
you did so well with that.
But you have folks that were protesting, not necessarily Cop City, but just, and then you have these infiltrators that came in and took over the protest that claimed to be allies, but they weren't really allies. They were the George Soros, Antifa folks that really infiltrated the peaceful movements, and even with the Black Lives Matter situation, that when Black Lives Matter and George Floyd, with the peaceful protests that were going on, and then at the end, the jokers that threw the Molotov cocktails at the police officers. They were not the peaceful protesters. Those were the folks that came in later, if you remember. Those were the infiltrators. Those were the mugs that y'all invited to the barbecue.
Okay. And I'm not going to... I get what you're saying, but I'm not going to sit up here and act as though they are the biggest issues in our race than what we got going on within our race, which we don't do anything.
I'm not.
We don't talk about that. We blow it over, and like Kev said, we keep on blowing over it, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger, worse and worse, and we don't do anything about that. And then we go back to, well, what about with white folks? They are not. Come on, man. Let's deal with what issues we have in our race and what's destroying and bringing us down, and find a way to turn this thing around, because we're going backwards real fast. We're not walking, we're not turning the corner, we're not walking slow. We're going backwards real fast, and we're celebrating it. We're celebrating everything that's bad about our race, because all in the name of the culture. Look at Angel Reese. She wants to be a victim. Caitlin Clark came in the league balling, but we don't want to say anything because it's supposed to be a black sport. Angel Reese is horrible. Angel Reese is the leading rebounder, and 75% of her rebounds are her shots that she's missed.
She just won BET Sports.
Yeah, BET. Woo, boy. Woo. But you know what? We'll celebrate that, because we want to celebrate BET as if it's big, if it's something now. BET is not something to be celebrated now. I would not be happy if I won any kind of award off of BET.
Hey, man.
If they came and put our show on there, I'd be like, oh, man, we don't want podcast of the year. I'd be like, oh,
hey,
great.
Man, y'all can talk all y'all want to about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, whatever. The WNBA still sucks.
It sucks.
It doesn't
what's
matter.
Sad about it, John? What's sad about it? I agree.
So, I
But
mean,
the only reason I watched one time is because of Caitlin Clark. And we are making it a race thing. Caitlin Clark and her people are not making it a race thing. Angel Reese is playing victim because she wants the attention. She's not getting the attention, but we are making her some kind of hero, which she's not.
Guess what? I still can't watch a whole game.
I'm with you.
So,
Yeah,
but this is a big thing now. It's a big thing, and if we don't pay attention to it, what's gonna happen, kid?
About what?
If we don't pay attention to it, it's gonna evolve into something more stupid than it is. Because of Angel Reese and everybody that wants to make. We are getting to the point, to me, where we want to make heroes out of nothing. Okay. We don't have organic heroes anymore.
Hey y'all, I don't care.
I ain't gonna say nothing else because John will walk out.
No, I'm just telling you, when it comes to the WNBA,
I'm with you.
I don't really care.
I'm just saying that's just another example.
The WNBA sucks.
And quite frankly, they should be out of business because they're subsidized.
They're gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you,
but Caitlin Clark injected all kind of energy, whatever they could have. She's the reason why they went from here to here soon as she was.
So
And what should we do?
Shaquille-
We should capitalize off
Capitalize
that. But what
off
are we
that.
doing?
Pushing back.
Exactly.
Pushing back.
Shaquille O'Neal said it best. What they should do to make the WNBA better.
Lower the rim.
Yep.
Yeah, but I feel that what they should do to make the WNBA better is take what Caitlin Clark is bringing, and instead of us making it a race issue like we do, yeah, and it's us, and I said it, I don't care what people think, we are making it a race issue instead of saying, hey, Caitlin Clark has brought to the WNBA what we have been wanting for years. Now, let's capitalize off of it.
Yeah.
Instead of pushing her away, making her the villain, and she's not the villain, let's capitalize. I don't care who she is. Thank you, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Now let me get my shoe deal.
Okay.
Let's get these salaries up like we want. Let's use it for that. But no, we're going to mess around and, like you said, not have a WNBA.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna say that.
So you know you just like we're gonna blow that off.
I'm gonna say the unpopular opinion or the unpopular thing. I'm not blowing what off you said. What you just said is absolutely right. But I'm just gonna state the unpopular obvious.
Okay.
That nobody wants to just say out loud.
Oh my God! What?
Boom.
The WNBA will be successful when they figure out how to change the culture to make it comfortable for straight Americans to be comfortable there.
Yeah, that's true.
And the audience.
Yeah, because you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right.
Because right now it is not comfortable for heterosexual viewers to be there in the audience.
Really? It's not I don't even view it as a sports league. To me, it's a social justice league. It's about that culture that you just mentioned. It's about that victimhood mentality. It's about we are the most disrespected population of people on the face of the earth, and them women. It's their league. You got to pay homage to them if you come in there. And if your name is Caitlin instead of Katrina Clark, you go catch hell if you balling out of control.
It's to the point, and it's to the point where
Deja Clark, and she was balling that same way, they'd be held up on a pedestal.
And
they have a statue up.
And that's why I say they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
Make Angel Reese that person. Why not find a sister out there like Aja and whoever else that can ball? Why is Angel Reese being the face? I guess because they got to create that Larry Bird, Magic Johnson thing, and it ain't nowhere near it.
Yeah. They played up that college.
Nowhere.
They played up that college rivalry.
Yeah.
That's what they
and the reality is, I'm just telling you, man.
I'm with you.
They make it comfortable for, the mainstreams,
Gay women. They make it comfortable for gay women.
That's who their target audience has been.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not that percentage of the population is not large enough to support a league.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that percentage of the population is not large enough to support a league.
And they promote that to the hilt.
So again, the solution is stop demonizing Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark is not just bringing in gay women. Everybody. I won't say everybody because we want to watch Angel with the me bounds. But a lot of people are watching Caitlin Clark.
Hey, man.
And the other night, Caitlin Clark didn't even play, and people watched because it was the Angel versus Caitlin. And Caitlin didn't even play, and they got blown out. Caitlin didn't even play, and Angel still only got 4 points. I'm sick of us on another level, well, not another level, but on and off the subject, trying to create heroes, man. What do we go back to black heroes being organic? Malcolm was an organic hero. We watched him from here to his rise, and we knew everything he did before. But you know what? We watched his transformation. And
from the Gordon Gartrell shirt.
What?
Malcolm. Jamal Malcolm
X. Malik.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Any means necessary.
I'm sorry.
Boy. But that's the thing. Look at what we're trying to do to create heroes now.
Yeah,
it's not somebody that's really truly up for social justice, and social justice. Maybe it's always going to be needed, but it's not. We're not at that point, man. And I say that to say we're trying to create heroes out of an Angel Reese, out of the dude that was on that dock that got in a fight with the security guard and black people were swimming from everywhere. We're trying to make him a hero. Who else we making a hero that shouldn't be a hero?
Hey man,
Juicy Smollett.
hey man, I'm sorry, man. Aquaman is a hero. Aquaman is a hero. That joker jumped off that riverboat.
He had straight socks on.
That joker jumped off that riverboat. That joker.
That was classic.
Did he take his shoes off? He must have had Crocs on.
I don't know what he had.
He came out that water with socks.
That joker came out the water swinging too, boy.
He came straight up. Aquaman. And then the chair. Where did the chair come
I don't know, man, but I'm telling you, man.
The chair was the hero,
hey,
too.
Man, hey, man, I'm sorry. I got to disagree with you on that.
I feel like if it would have been
that's
white
a great moment
boys,
in Black History.
Hey,
Right?
man.
Exactly.
Hey, man. I mean,
Damn,
you know what? I'm with you on everything else you said tonight. We don't need another hero. All that, Beyond Thunderdome, all that, man. Yeah. But I'm sorry, man. Aquaman.
He should have got an award.
Hey, man.
You get him one.
He gets the Malcolm X award.
And he was like 15.
Hey, man.
Young kid.
First of all, when dude threw the hat, that was the bat signal.
People stopped eating. The hat. Let me get my ticket. I'm jumping in the water.
The Joker's hat, man, folks ended up with the medallion with the chair on the chain.
That is one of the greatest videos in YouTube history.
Hey, man.
Modern video, social media history.
Hey, man.
One for the ages. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, man.
It's funny.
Them folk had it coming, man.
They did.
I still think
They had it coming, man.
They did, but it wasn't a black white. We made it a black. I bet you $50, $150, maybe 20. If those dudes would have, it wasn't. I think those dudes were just drunk. If that guard would have been white, they still would have treated him the same. Those dudes were just drunk. Mm-hmm. They were drunk.
They were.
We did make it a black white thing because he was a black security guard, and those drunk guys were white. But had that security guard been white, it would have the same thing would have happened. I believe. I don't know if that many people would have swam to him or not, but it was a thing of some drunk dudes that were just being rowdy.
It was some drunk dudes being rowdy, but it happened to be in
right.
but it was the wrong place. It was It was in Montgomery.
I give you that.
It was in Montgomery. It was the wrong place.
I give you that.
Yeah, they picked the wrong.
They picked the wrong place. They picked Montgomery, Alabama, to do it
That night. More brothers was on that boat. What? What the hell? They pulled a John Kerr. What the?
Da, 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 da. Oh man, bruh. Oh my God, man! I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
All right, so,
we're going to talk about
that joke. They had black fatigue.
Y'all ain't gonna do it no more.
That was some black fatigue.
Them jokers.
You're right.
Shoot, they don't want to.
Example.
They don't want to see no more black
Great
folk.
example.
Funny, man.
No doubt.
Shoot.
That was that week. What was the next week? You know, we got something every week now. So what happened the next week?
What do you mean?
I know, that's what we do, man. It's like we have a new hero every week now.
I
so
got you.
I wonder what was the next week.
He'll pop up. Don't worry.
But that was a good one. That was a good one.
I don't know, man. But I'm with you, man. You know, these artificial made up heroes. I'm with you, man. But that one we got to keep that one.
I'm cool with it. It was funny. I mean, who the new hero is now?
Who?
Fleece Johnson. Y'all not keeping up with Fleece Johnson? Tossed salad, man? Do y'all know what the tossed salad is?
Like the prison thing?
Yeah.
You talking about Scared Straight?
Yeah, it was locked up.
Yeah.
When Fleece did the actual episode back in the day, he was talking about booty, what he does. And this is way off the subject, so this ain't Black Fatigue, even though it's fatiguing listening to it, because I watched his video. He's out now, but when he made the original video talking about and told you what tossed salad means, he'd take you in the closet and
Tossed salad, man.
climax. Oh my God, it was nasty as hell, but he talked about booty. Well, he's all over the internet now. All over the internet because he's out. And I was thinking about that. He's out now. He's actually making mad loot, making mad rounds on the internet because they're interviewing him about prison. Wow. And his main topic is getting booty. Oh my God. Yes, it is the main topic. And it goes back to, okay, can we consider him an artist now? Because he's making money off of his art is discussing what he did in prison. Since you want to talk about artistry, he's making the rounds discussing how he took advantage of dudes in prison. Now, it made me think about, we keep talking about in school.
Is that art or is that just content?
What is Glorilla? It's content. The bullshit content. But he's actually educating people. And to me, if we want to talk about, the gay issue, if we can bring that and talk about that in schools and bring all these books about being gay in schools, I think we should be able to have somebody like, if we want to bring in drag queens and all this into the schools, I think we should bring a Fleece Johnson in. You know why? Because Fleece Johnson, to me, would, based on what we're talking about, Black fatigue and how we're tired of seeing our brothers, young brothers and sisters now, as soon as they get out of school, it's nothing there. Yeah. What are they doing? Yeah. So they're robbing, raping, killing.
So we need to bring him in 5th grade though.
Okay, I don't give a damn.
Because by the time they get to middle school, it's too late.
You're right, but he can give you an idea of where you're headed. This is what's gonna happen when you get to prison. When, not if, but when you get to prison, you're gonna meet somebody like me.
I agree with that. I'll take him over to drag queens.
Exactly.
5th grade.
That to me is what we need to be discussing. Now, that's encouraged. We need to do something to encourage our young brothers and sisters to quit wanting to go out here and rob somebody and kill somebody. Yeah. And that, to me, is very encouraging to not. Because when he is graphic as hell, he's funny, but he's also, it's like, ew, It's
you got
like,
to clean it up before you come into the schools. Huh? You got to write it.
Hey, why? Drag queens, you think they going to clean it up?
I mean, nah.
They want to get as raw. They're gonna take it as far as they can until somebody says stop. They're gonna take it as far as they can. So my thing is, at this point, with listening to, we keep talking about Glorilla, her lyrics ain't gonna be no worse than what Fleece Johnson's gonna talk about.
Yeah, you got a point there.
We got Cardi B talking about WAP. Everybody knows WAP. Wet ass pussy. Everybody knows that. Every kid knows that. Yeah. So what's the difference in her versus Fleece Johnson saying, you know what? When you get to prison, I'm going to get your booty. Yeah, telling a young boy that when you get to prison, somebody going to snatch you up. Somebody going to snatch you up.
I did not know what WAP stood for.
You didn't? He playing.
Here we go again. Here we go.
I use it as, when I work at accident.
Huh? So like W.O.P. Look at W.O.P.
I call it, when I work an accident in the rain, a wet ass policeman. That's what I call it. But anyway. So anyway, I think
speaking of fatigue, man, you know what's popular as a cop? You know these cop videos when y'all pull over some of these crazy ass people and they don't want to comply? They don't want to listen to you, bro.
No.
I'm tired of them videos.
What? No, I don't get it. No, I don't. I'm not gonna get on the bandwagon, but I really don't. When I do, I do. Sovereign citizens are the worst.
Sovereign citizens.
They are the worst because they are the most dangerous people on earth because they truly are brainwashed to the point that they are not. They are travelers.
Yeah, travelers. Yeah.
And they do not have to follow government rule. We don't have to have a license. We don't have to have a license plate. We are free to travel amongst this land.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell?
That's who we are.
I was fascinated when I first saw them. I was like, who the hell are these people?
Oh my God.
Talking about they're the Moors or somebody.
And they 9 times out of 10 are going to jail. And they will place a lien on your house legally It gets thrown out all the time. Where they find out who you are, where you live, and they will place a lien if you arrest them. They are horrible.
Nutty, bro.
They are. They truly feel they are not a part of the government system.
You have to drag them out the car because they ain't getting out.
They're not, and they are dangerous. They are dangerous because they carry weapons all the time. They are super dangerous. You have to get the jump on them. You have to, because they're gonna play around with so much paperwork, and they're gonna do this and all the time. They got this weapon right, and they're just waiting for a time to grab that weapon. You have to get them out quick. We start supervisor. We start other officers. Start another unit when we know. Start another unit. I got a sovereign citizen. We start them quick.
You had one you had to deal with?
I've had to deal with them twice before. Yeah. Oh, I got in trouble with one. Oh my gosh, she was selling cars out of her house. And it was a civil issue. We got criminal and civil. The police deal with criminal, and we need to keep dealing. When it's civil, I have learned, and we can legally do it. This is a civil issue. We are not to be involved. You need to take that to court. But sometimes we get involved, and when we get involved with a civil issue, we always get in trouble because we should know. And I've learned when I know it's civil. And what happened was this was a civil issue. Dude bought a car from her. He left. He came back. He called us. He's like, man, I just bought this car an hour ago, man. Transmission gone already. So it's a civil issue. You need to take that to court. But no, I got emotional with him. Man, you got to be kidding. So I'm telling you ain't going to give me, come on, dude, want his money back. He just bought the car. You just showed me the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. I'm back and forth with him, which I shouldn't have been. Anyway, man, she turned around after all said. I got my supervisor out there, and it's all good. All said and done, she turned around and walked in the house. I'm still going with him, for him. I'm for him. Man, I get to her door. She slammed the door in my face. I said, I'll get in there if I need to. Why did I say that? Oh, boy. Yeah, a complaint.
Wow.
She went and complained and said, Officer Robinson said that he will kick my door down and that I must give this man his money. I said, no, I told him. I said, no, I did say I'll get in there if I need to, but I didn't do anything. Because the door was closed. I knew I couldn't kick the door. I could have, but I wasn't going to. But I just told her, dude, you need to take this to court. At that point, it was too late. I was too far involved. So she complained. And at the beginning, I should have been like, dude, you bought this car from her as is. You need to take that to court. But she was a sovereign citizen. She was
that's a cult, man.
Because they came and when they called us, they were like, we don't know where this is gonna go, but the complaint is this. You said this, but they were sovereign citizens, and we had to deal with them on a whole nother level. Yeah, and you do sovereign citizens. I read about them. It's something else, dude. They are something else. But back to the original, pulling certain people over. I don't catch a lot, believe it or not. Mainstream media pushes the narrative that every time a cop pulls somebody over, it's an issue. I work with a lot of white cops. They don't even have that issue. And I was I pulled more people over overnight when I worked overnight because it's easier. You got a headlight out, you got a tag light out. We pull you over. And I rarely got pushback. Usually I'm walking up to the car. A lot of times the windows down. Usually when I'm walking up to the car, I'm explaining, hey, the reason I pulled you over is blah, blah, blah. As I'm walking up to the car. I don't just show up and, hey, what's up, dog? Ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? Here I am. You're still going to get that's why I try to offset. I offset it by starting with that instead of the get to the window. Why'd you pull me over, officer? I'm already there. Hey, the reason I pulled you over is boom, your left front light, your front headlight is out. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And explain to them. This is the law. This is why it's important, especially overnight, because you're driving with one headlight. What if the other one goes out? You're still going to try to drive, so you need to get that fixed, blah, blah, blah. And I'll still check your license, and you know what I'm saying. But that's it. But I rarely got pushback. The only ones you get pushback from are the ones that's the obvious run a red light. And I'm giving you a chance. I'm not going to sit up there, the light was yellow, you were under it. No, you blatantly blew the red light, I'm going to get at you. But you always going to have pushback from that. Stop signs, you're going to have pushback. But and then there's a lot of people, believe it or not, they're gonna tell you, hey man, I knew I ran that light, man. I knew it. Yeah. But it's not as bad as the media makes it seem. Yeah. They just have to push that narrative. Yeah. Okay. It's not that bad, dude. It's really not.
It is
really not. We pulling people, especially people know Clayton County. We pulling you over. But you rarely hear officers coming in the roll call like, man, I pulled 10 people over yesterday and 9 of them were assholes. You don't get that. You really don't. And me and we even talk, man. I tell people, I'm like, look, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I'm not an asshole cop. Please come to court. Court date is right here. Yeah. well, come to court, and I want you to fight it. I let them know. And I wish I'm not gonna say every cop is like that. Obviously, every cop is not like me, but I'm that guy. I'm like, yo, man, come to court, dude. It's all good. I don't mind. I'm not there. Well, if you got a problem with it, you gonna come to court. I'm like, no. If you disagree with my statement or my observation, I advise you to come to court. Here's your court date. All right. Yeah. Get your signature right here. Let's get to rolling. Yeah. So and if more cops were that way, a lot of things would be easier. But if a lot of the people that we pull over or deal with were that way, life would be a lot easier. I don't care what people say. I don't care what cops gonna do this. No, we're not. We deal with millions. It's a million transactions a day amongst cop to citizen.
A million a day across this country. Yeah,
and it's nowhere near what the media makes it seem. Nowhere near how bad the media. Mm-hmm. They pick that one, and who do they play on? The emotional black liberal mind. Yep. And here we go. That's the only thing that cops do, because of that one pullover. That's all cops.
And I think that's why I say...
All y'all are bad.
Of course we are, man. Of course we are.
No, man.
I'm surprised you let me in your house, man.
Yeah. I
see a lot of these people, when I see those videos, it's like they're immediately triggered in the side of a white
Well, they're trying to do money.
They're like triggered, bro. And I believe that comes from conditioning. When they're conditioned, you play those videos over and over again, and you condition some people. The moment they see a cop, especially a white one, they just like they just like, yeah. They don't comply. Mm-hmm. They don't, I'm like, bruh, this ain't gonna end well for you. Right. This ain't gonna end well for you. I mean, come on, it's a traffic stop, bro. Exactly. Get your ticket, or maybe not. Mm-hmm. And go about your day.
It depends on where you are, though.
Yeah.
You mean where you stopped at?
I can tell you. Depends.
I know. I remember the story.
No. I got you. No. I can tell you something the other day. So I was down in Thomaston, Georgia.
That's your problem. You be going to them. That's where you from in the kid?
That's down in Macon.
Thomaston. Thomaston is somewhere down in like.
That's that run Augusta.
You Thomasville. Why keep
There's a Thomasville down
No, Thomasville is in. Thomasville is close to Augusta. Yeah. Thomaston is like down like Noonan. Okay. Kind of. Okay. It's like somewhere Noonan Griffin. Okay. It's somewhere in there. It's like it's.
I heard of it, but I didn't know it was down. Noonan and Griffin are totally away from each other.
No, but it's like in between the two. Like you have to go. Okay. It's like you. It's in that pocket. Yeah. That you have to go.
85 is Noonan, 75 is Griffin. So you're trying to in between there.
You got to go to get to it.
Right. It's You shouldn't have been there. Go ahead. That's why. So you know what I'm saying? If we got to go through all this to find it, you shouldn't have been there.
Anyway, I had a gig there Memorial.
They still got slaves down there.
I had a gig there Memorial Day weekend.
What?
And it's so it's called the Emancipation Festival that I play every year. Okay. And it's because they do it. They celebrate
to let the people down there know that they are free. They don't know.
If they don't,
so
we couldn't even find it. So no, go ahead.
So they celebrate.
Speaking of Juneteenth,
right?
So basically, it's their version of their Juneteenth,
right?
Because they
just found out last year that they were free.
No, but this is their 150th anniversary of their emancipation. Mm-hmm. Whatever. That's what we just they did this year. Okay. So. Yeah, so they had the event. Man, leaving that festival, let me tell you, going through the town, I'm looking, it seemed like every cop from every municipality, in every little town, every sheriff department, every marshal, every constable, they all sitting there like hemmed up, waiting for somebody just to mess up. Right. Like they just sitting there, they just waiting, they just itching, like they're just like I'm just waiting for somebody to just like let me just get one of them. I'm looking, I'm sitting there feeling like, and you can tell too, boy, I'm sitting there feeling like, let me get the hell on away from Mayberry.
Right. Let me creep my ass right on out of here.
I ain't need no part of it.
Cruise on 5 right now.
I don't want no part of this.
I stop sign for 5 minutes.
I see what this is, boy.
Y'all see this?
I say, I know it.
I've been here for a minute. I stopped.
Hey man,
that's awareness.
Hey man, and I hear Steve say, yeah man, not all cops are bad. Yeah, not all cops are bad, but I know what these motherfuckers. I know what this is right here. This right here is
This ain't a part of them all.
This right here is a setup.
See, that's an awareness.
I know what this is.
But nothing happened.
No.
Hey, it's one of them Don stories. Remember Don?
What happened? What happened?
No.
Oh, ain't nothing happened.
They pulled me over, man.
No.
Okay, cool.
No,
They
no,
came.
nothing happened. Nothing happened to me. But I can't speak for the brothers behind me coming.
He was aware. They probably aware. They didn't think there was no cruise.
Hey man, because there was some brothers with some Chargers coming up behind me, so I know.
Oh, hell yeah, they got
Them jokers
They
got.
They
It's
got.
about to be a car chase.
Oh man, whoever was driving them Chargers and them Challengers, they were screwed up.
We had a boy who wanted to be a part of the issue. The Jazz Festival was last year, the year before last. So everybody was out talking. You know, after the Jazz Festival, we hang out. A lot of people just hang out, still just chilling, coming down from the high of having a good time. And we were speaking of police pulling people over. My boy Don was like, well, yeah, I got pulled over. Because everybody was talking about their story. Like, okay. Yeah, they pulled me over. Okay, cool. What happened? He came up, man. He asked me for my license. I gave it to him. Okay, cool. He went back to his car, man. I'm sitting there like, man, I know why they pulled me over. So he came back, man. Gave me my license, man. Told me to have a good day. Yeah.
Okay.
What happened after that?
So you mean to tell me?
And you drove away, and then you have to admire. You look back in your mirror, and you saw him following you.
So you mean to tell me you had
looked at each other like,
so you had a positive interaction?
right? And it's because I told you, it's always somebody that wants to be a part of the. You know what I'm saying?
The struggle.
Yeah.
To be part of the struggle.
So what happened? He's like, he pulled me over, man, because I had a nice car.
Because of this car, man.
Yeah.
I know it was, man.
That's what he said.
I know it was, bro.
He was serious, like Kevin said. We were waiting. He said, man, when he got to the part where he was coming back to my car.
Yeah, I'm waiting on this. We waiting with bated breath. Bro.
Like it's about to be
on.
on.
Like, hey.
Yeah, here it come. I'm about to be on your side, dog. Yeah, he gave me my license back, man. Told me to have a good day. Okay.
But I know he wouldn't pull me over, man.
But I tell you, man, the most condescending one I ever had when that dude told me that, and I already said it one time. The dude looked at me when I just first got my truck, and I just, this your truck? It was like the most kind of like you ain't supposed to have this truck, right. And I'm sitting up here like, man.
And I can understand that. You're like, he told you that, but Don was like, I know that's why. Dude didn't tell him that. Dude told him have a nice day.
Right.
Don was like, yeah, man, it's because of my car. Okay. So anyway,
that was his worst story. That was his worst police story.
Come on, man.
That's your worst one?
Come on, man.
I'm dead serious. That's weird. Like, man, it's just too many. I tell people a lot. You can have 100 black men in a room and say, realistically, how many of you have had a bad experience with the police where it was not your fault? I guarantee you over half will not raise their hand. Guarantee.
Man,
very small percentage.
Very small. I mean, I really haven't had any, like, nothing turned out bad. I've had a couple of questionable experiences, but at the end of the day, man, I was, I kept it cool.
That's how you do it.
I kept it cool. At the end of the day, I went home.
That's it.
That's even when the officer was being a little bit of an asshole. I
just want to go home.
I'm cool, and I went home. That's the end of the thing, man.
And you ain't kissing ass by saying, sir, how you doing, sir, whatever. I don't require that. You don't have to call the officer. No, I don't give a damn if you just say Robinson. Again, but that's just me. But I'm not saying, obviously, we all know there's bad cops out there, but there's not as many as the media would make us think. But we take that one, and it's over. All y'all like that because of that one, because they play on the emotions of who? Yep. Us. Yep.
Man.
So,
all right.
Accordingly, bro.
So black fatigue.
If you got the gun, I'm acting accordingly.
Right.
So black fatigue.
We
tired of black fatigue.
Yeah.
We tired of black fatigue.
Yeah, we tired of the ninjas. We are tired of the ninjas. I mean, they ruin it for everybody.
All right.
Look at Carnival Cruises. We on there acting a fool.
I saw that.
Yeah, I know you want to. Well, they do it too.
Carnival is the fun shit, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, The ninjas
If
make
it's gonna
it
happen, it's gonna happen on Carnival.
It's the fun. It's the fun shit. I've never been on Carnival, so I.
Yeah, I went once, and that was back
went
before
once. Yeah, I
us.
went once.
Before we started riding.
It's the fun shit.
Because Carnival be like, hey, we got you. You can do an hour cruise for $20. Come on. What? Hey, Quita, Quintravion. Y'all got $20? They let us do an hour. We can get halfway out of Miami and then we go right back around. $20, we go turn up. We gonna turn up.
That's all you need, an hour too.
And it's a fight.
all
That
you need.
hour's gonna
That's
be
all
a
you-
fight. Oh my God.
Man.
Carnival will do that for you though. They let you negotiate. All right, look, 2 hours.
So we had this comedian on our ship, man, and he was talking so much trash about Carnival, man.
Was he?
Yeah, man. He was a black comedian that was on our. He was like, because he started talking about all the cruise lines. He said, man, I'm so glad I'm on Royal. He said, what? This is a great ship, man. He said, yeah. He said, y'all, what y'all think about them carnivals? He said, Carnival. He said, man, that's the ghetto of the sea. he said, even their ships have the little spoilers on the back.
Rims.
Well, he said everybody's got like the little smoke slacks. He said they got the spoilers. He said, what is that ugly shit?
Oh, God.
Oh man.
Man, I was done when that joker said that. Hey y'all, we are the cool ass dirty dudes.
Yes, we are.
And we suffering from colored people fatigue.
Nobody got up and left today.
And
But we gonna be all right.
we gonna be all right.
I don't
Not
know,
really.
bruh. I don't know.
All right.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm fatigued.
Hey, bro, say yourself. That's what all I tell people. Say
Yeah.
yourself. Everybody don't want to be saved.
I'm about to drive up Washington Road now, and I know I'm gonna see something that I don't want to see. I know it. I already know.
Just don't stop.
No.
Keep moving.
And don't stop it. Whatever you see, don't stop
moving.
it.
All right, y'all. Deuces.
What we gonna call this one? We got a lost episode, like Prince's Black album. John gonna post it eventually.
Black fatigue. Blackout.
Black fatigue. Let's do it. Yes. Hey, y'all like and subscribe.